Hi, I'm Dr Ranj, and today I'm here with Jennifer Howes and Kathy Parsley. They've recently partnered with Parents Toolkit to conduct a poll of over 2,000 parents of primary school children across the UK. So, let's get stuck in. Jennifer, Kathy, thank you so much for joining us today. I want to kick off with a really important statistic that really stands out. 63% of parents say that mental health was never discussed when they were children, either at home or at school. And now I certainly count myself amongst that group. We never talked about mental health when I was a child until my mum hit crisis point. Why do we think that we have this kind of reluctance or hesitation to talk about mental health issues?
So it's only literally as recently as maybe 30 years ago when the actual treatment for mental health was so different. Maybe our grandparents' generation were really fearful. And then obviously that's going to be passed down to our parents' generation. We've kind of got to make sure that the parents know that it's okay to talk as well, because there's no point us telling our children, yes, go home and talk about it,
when we haven't addressed those problems that came before that.
Exactly that, yeah. We've had obviously lockdown, which has had a massive impact on children. We're kind of seeing on the forum parents coming to say, that their children are feeling overly anxious about certain things.
So this is something we've certainly seen in hospitals and healthcare settings. We've seen many more younger people hitting crisis point. So many of those support mechanisms that they used to have went.
Child mental health before COVID, it wasn't really even the top 3 things that parents were worried about. And now it's really above, education and in some ways physical health.
There's always been this stigma, hasn't there, throughout the generations, perhaps more so in the past than there has been now, but it's definitely still around.
Almost 50% of parents across the UK said that they felt there was still a stigma in relation to a child having a mental health problem. I think that sense that your child might be judged, or even a label that they start to think there's something wrong with me.
Worryingly, 1 in 4 parents wouldn't talk about their child's mental health within their own family. Kathy, where else can parents turn to get that help and support?
Your GP is obviously a great place to try first. You've got Young Minds, you've got NSPCC, we've got the NHS. Your health visitors there until your child's the age of 5. I think we forget that sometimes.
People are finding it hard to get in to see a GP. We know about the NHS waiting lists. We always think the Netmums Forum and our drop-in clinic, which is online, available 24 hours a day, is a great place to start, because we not only have a community there that's very welcoming and supportive, but we have our parent support service that has trained and expert folks there. Don't be afraid to try lots of different resources to keep going until you find the one that's right for your child and your family.
Some really useful information in there, but if you want more advice on this topic, then please check out the BBC Bitesize Parents Toolkit website.